Okay, and slowly. Roots moving out chromatically. Hey guys, so here's the tutorial for what I've just played. I do not know where this comes from. One of my students brought it to me, so if it's from a famous song or something, my apologies. I just thought it was quite a useful one to have, so here we go. So we're starting off around on the 12th frets, kind of on this A minor 7 kind of vibe. Okay, and they're all minor 7 and major 7 shapes. So we're starting off here, A, we're going to hit and then hammer on. I'm going to use my little finger. If you want to use your third, that's fine, whatever's comfortable for you. So we're going to hit the string and then hammer onto the 15th fret on the A string. Okay, and at this point we're going to start the sweep. And then we're going to use third finger to grab the D string on fret 14. Okay. Then we're going to go down, sweeping at this point. Index finger grabbing the G string on fret 12, which is your flat 7, and I'm going to grab, so slowly, okay, middle finger to grab the B string on fret 13th or C note. So far we've got this. Okay, I'm going to use my index finger to grab the high E on the 12th fret. Play that. I'm going to use my little finger. Again, if you want to use your third, by all means, I just find it's more comfortable for me. I'm going to fret the 15th on the high E and I'm going to play that and then pull off back to the 12th fret. Okay, so if you're new to sweep picking, this in itself is a great little exercise, just get used to this shape. Okay, then we're going to go back up the arpeggio. So back up to B string, 13th fret. G string, 12th fret. Use my third finger to grab the D here on fret 14. And back up to 15th on the A. Okay, in the progression, these are all movable shapes by the way, so in this case we're playing it in A. Here's your root, there's your third, there's your fifth, your flat 7, there's your main ingredients. But again, if you wanted to take the shape and move it around the fretboard, you know, if we took it back to here, we'd have F sharp. It's a really good shape to know, so don't be scared to move around. Okay, so on the progression I played that twice through. Okay, so just get used to that sweeping motion. Then we're going to play the major 7. So I'm grabbing A string again, but this time we're on the 11th fret, and I'd advise you to use your little finger on this one if you want, just for the sake of stretching. Hammering on 11 to 15. Okay, and again at this point now is where we'd start the sweeping motion with the right hand. Okay, down to D string on fret 13, so we got this so far. Grabbing 12 on the G again, B on the B string 13th fret, which is our C note, so we got this so far. I'm going to go down, grab the high E on fret 11, E flat, and then I'm going to use a little finger to grab the 15th fret on the B, sorry, on the high E. Okay, so slowly we've got this. We're going to do that pull off again, pulling off the 15th back to the 11th, okay? And so at this point we're bringing in 3 string arpeggios. We've just done 5 strings. So this is what I like about this exercise, it combines 5 strings with 3 strings. So this is quite interesting. So let me just play it slowly. So what's going on here is, after the pull off, we're going to go up to the B as if we were going to go back up the full arpeggio, but we're not. And then we're going to go back to G 12 string, and then we're going to go back down to the high E on the 11th fret, so slowly. Okay, so there's your 3 string, and I'm going to use my middle finger. So what I do this time, hit the middle finger, pull off back to the 11th fret, back up to your B string on the C note on the 13th fret, back up to your G on the 12th fret, back down again, so we've got this, back down again, and we're going to go back to our 15th fret on the high E, pull off, and we'll go back up the full arpeggio. So slowly, the whole lot. We're finishing here, the A. In the progression, that part's just played once, so we've got 2 of the minor 7s and 1 of the major. If you're struggling with this one, which I think is the harder because you're going between the 5 strings and the 3 strings, you can even isolate this top part, just get used to that. That in itself is a really good exercise. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take what we just played, the minor 7 and major 7, and go back and play exactly the same thing. So when we finished here, we're going to go back to, so we've gone A minor 7 in the progression, back to A flat, major 7, now we're going to go to G minor 7, but we're going to use exactly the same shape, same minor 7 shape. So I'll just quickly call the numbers out. We've got A string, 10th fret G, hammering on to 13th. We're going to start the same, so it's exactly the same shape. We're going to move down at this point, start on the sweep, grabbing the D string on fret 12, grabbing the G on fret 10, grabbing the B on fret 11, grabbing the high E on fret 10, little finger then is placed on the 13th fret, we hit that and pull off. And then we're going to go back up the arpeggio, fret 13th fret on the high B, and go back to the G, fret 10, D string, fret 12, and then we're going to finish here on fret 13th on the A. And again, just like previously, you play that shape twice through, so slowly. Start the major shape, exactly the same. Again, from here we're starting here in the F sharp, we're going to play on A string, fret 9, hammering on to fret 13. Again, I'd say to probably use your little finger. If you want to do that, you can. I just think this feels more comfortable for me. Grabbing D string, fret 11, G, fret 10, B, fret 11, I'm going to grab the 9th fret on the high E, and this is where we go into our 3-string pattern. So we're going to hit the high E on fret 11, pull off back to the 9th fret, go up to the B, 11th, G on fret 10, back down again, so back down to the high E. And when I use my middle finger, I'm going to do the same fingering for everything, just so I don't have to think about it too much. And hit, pull off back to the 9th, up the arpeggio, B to our G on fret 10, back down to our B on fret 11, back down to high E, pull off. Okay, so far, when we go into 3 strings, we've got hit, pull off back, and then we're going to write up the full arpeggio. So B, back up to a G, D on fret 11, and then finish here on our A string on the 13th fret. And you can finish it there, but at that point is when you start repeating it. So to go back into it again, show me how I would cycle it if you're going to practice it over and over again. Etc, etc. Have a play. I'll go through a little bit more theory and how to extend these kind of shapes across the fretboard, but don't be scared that when you've got it down here and it's sounding smooth and everything's ringing out, you know, start moving these shapes around the fretboard so you get used to playing in different positions. And we'll do some more complex ones for the guys who've been playing a while, and I'll do some simpler ones as well, just for people who are starting out. But don't be scared to have a go with this. I know it was a little bit fast, but if you take even the first section of this and just break it down and play it slowly, they're actually really useful shapes, and it's a really useful exercise. Good luck, guys. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section, and I will be uploading a lot more of sweep picking and tapping, as I've got a lot of people who are interested in learning it at the moment. So hopefully if you want more of this, I'll be bringing you some more videos soon. Take care.